The forecast is what missed. The quarter itself was fairly strong. Why do you think investors reacted this way?
Well, sort of a strange reaction. Sometimes that happens. Had a great second quarter, and we actually raised guidance for the year. So yeah, Q3 is often seasonally soft, and we signaled that, but for the fourth quarter looking very strong, and for the year very strong. Profits growing 34% year over year, so it's hard to be disappointed there, and our security business is booming.
So where do you think the pressure is coming from? You know, you have a lot of cloud providers out there now using their own content delivery networks. Are you seeing churn in some of your larger customers?
Actually, churn was a record low for us in the second quarter, doing very well there. Some of the cloud giants, very few, do deliver some of their own content. But our media business, which includes those companies, grew 8% in the quarter. So good performance with a very bright future.
So in what areas are you actually taking share? Security?
Oh, for sure. We're the market leaders in security. In the last few months, the leading analyst firms, Gartner, Forrester, IDC, all named us as the leader when it comes to stopping DDoS attacks for web app firewalls. So we're the largest provider there, and that business growing well over 30%, now a quarter of our revenue. So, doing very well.
Where else?
We're gaining share in media. Our traffic the growth rate of the traffic has accelerated 4 quarters in a row, well beyond the internet traffic growth as a whole. That's led by video for over the top and also gaming. So we're obviously gaining share on the market there as well.
Video streaming is continuing to explode, and we're seeing more big players get into original content. How does that impact the trends that you see?
Well, I think that's great for our business anyway, because more people are watching more hours of their hours online and at higher quality levels. And higher quality means more bits need to be delivered to see a better picture. And that's a key reason why our traffic is growing so rapidly, and also revenue growing at a very good clip.
You highlighted M&A during the Analyst Day last month. Where are you interested in making acquisitions?
We're interested in a variety of areas. Obviously, security is interesting to us. We're growing so rapidly there. We have to be very judicious there because some of the valuations don't make sense. We're working hard to improve our margins, which means it's hard to buy a company because very few companies have our margins. So we're careful with what we buy, but we're actively looking in all the areas of our business. But of course, security is interesting to us.
You're sort of on the front lines, and we've been talking a lot about cybersecurity lately. We've been talking a lot about the threat from Russia, the threat in particular to our elections. Are you seeing anything in your network that's concerning?
Oh, I think cybersecurity is concerning overall. You have nation states, very powerful ones engaging, organized crime, a lot of investment in cyber attack, political hacktivism. This is a big deal, not just for the elections, which is a big deal, but just across the board. Account theft, taking people's money in their bank accounts. And so we've been doing a lot of development at Akamai, and we now have a product that is stopping fraud at banks, stopping people from taking over your bank account and draining your funds. And so we're making progress defending major enterprises against these cyber attacks.
Coming up on your 20th anniversary, the 20th anniversary of Akamai,
yes,
which is pretty significant. What's the next 20 years going to look like?
It's been an amazing 20 years. You see what's happened on the internet and what Akamai's done. I think the exciting times are really ahead. I think we're just at the beginning of what could happen on the internet. You look at the Internet of Things, just at the beginning. You look at blockchain could revolutionize, the financial industry, how transactions are done. You look at the future for enterprises and how they manage security. We're entering an age of zero trust. And the old ways of defending your enterprise, your data, your apps, and your employees don't work anymore. And that's going to be a whole revolution ahead.